You are being witnessed, watched, observed by someone who might be your senior, someone a little bit older than you, someone more accomplished than you, if anything. It doesn't have to be age. It could just be where you theoretically think you should be in life. This person might be ahead, quote unquote, even though what we give as timelines to our lives are just mere stories. Everyone's timeline is different, and sometimes we feel like people are ahead of us or we're behind in life, and it simply is not the case. You are where you are because you're in your own story, and if everyone's story was the same, with the same details and the same timeline of everything that happens, everything would be so blend, everyone would be the same. And even though there's a general consensus of people, the majority of people maybe, that do a certain thing a certain way, there's also a lot of people that don't do that, and they, go against the grain, they color outside the lines, however you want to describe them. They question authority, they think for themselves, they pride themselves on their authenticity in life, or just going after what they actually believe and not what they're told. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting here is a princess of swords. She's guarded, she's a little spunky, she's witty and kind of sharp, her mind is sharp like her sword is. And she's a little feisty, but she's wary of how she feels, how she thinks. You see all the eyes on top of her head. She wears a crown of eyes. It's not just one third eye. There's many eyes looking in all directions, and she's all-knowing, and she's very inward in her thoughts. So you can't really cross her or trick her too much, even if she is young. You could try to think that you're tricking her, but you're not. And then there's this emperor, he's kind of a distinguished man. An emperor is the king of kings. He's been some places, and he's done some good things, and he's accomplished in many ways. And an emperor always wants a princess. This relationship here doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a father-daughter. Whatever the case is, this princess seems somewhat detached. And even though she's in her head and thinking of what she's, rebelling against or going towards, or how she's cutting the cloth in her direction of life, this emperor is kind of around her, watching her, observing. Let's get some cards here. Who is this emperor? What is this emperor about? The world. What else? The Chariot. Okay, this looks like someone is trying to fit you into their world. This emperor believes that you fit the general cycle of everything that they want in the world. If you won the lottery of life and you got everything that you wanted, what would you want? And this emperor obviously can get whatever he wants. You can't buy love, and you have to seek it, and you have to find it like everyone else. And it is kind of an equalizer in life. There's a lot of people that marry for different reasons. There's a lot of people that love for different reasons. There's a lot of motives behind love and marriage. But real love, the true love, that white light, pink light, kind of joyous, sweet love, the love that is everlasting, the love that heals everything, the love that conquers evil, that love is special. And it takes a lot of courage to go and find it and to go and ask for it, or just to even put yourself in a vulnerable position to get it. You can't get great things in life without doing great things, and that takes courage. And what is courage? It's not the absence of fear, it's doing something in spite of it. You have fear still. The courageous move forward even though they're fearful. They do it still. They go forward. They have courage. And this person wants to complete his world. We have the Chariot here with the Emperor. This man is highly fixated on you. It looks like this person is going to come towards you and express this or make his move. He's a calculated man. This is not just a king. He's the king of the kings. This is an emperor of the land. This is someone that is patient. He's not new money, you know, that just kind of spends frivolously or flaunts it. This man obviously looks like and feels like wealth because he is wealth. There's a certain era that rich people have that have been around a lot of money for a long time. It's not the same as someone that just gets rich and has this excitement towards it. It's a different kind of way of life still, and a different outlook on money itself. This man is laid back, but he wants what he wants, and he wants to complete his circle. So he's coming towards you soon with some sort of offer, gesture, maybe even a statement, depending on how courageous this person is. Let's see if there's any kind of timeline on when. What's going on with this Chariot? Oracle. Synergy. Your heart and your dreams blossom through fulfilling symbiotic partnerships. He wants to partner with you. Okay. He wants to partner with you. This is a well thought out plan. This is not something that is frivolous or a reactionary idea or action that this emperor takes. He's not a frivolous man. He wants to partner with you in some sort of way that's synergistic between you two, flying together. Your heart and your dreams blossom through this partnership. So it's love, and maybe there's a little bit of business involved or some sort of partnership here, but your heart and your dreams. So maybe you have dreams that are similar with each other. You might have similar likes, interests. He wants to partner with you. He wants you to be the other to his name. Like, people want to know you as his other, if that makes sense. He wants to put a label on it. He wants to put a ring on it. Let's see. What is this princess in return feeling about this emperor? Who is this princess? Lots of swords. Lots and lots of swords. Very in her head. Maybe too much. She doesn't see what's going on around her. The tower. No, she's caught up in her own tower. You might be going through a lot of upheaval right now, a lot of change, a lot of strife. And you're just stuck in your head on what to do, what action to take. Page of Swords, the Princess of Swords, the Tower. You're just stuck in your own mess, I would say, at this moment. There's a lot of things that are distracting you. Rightfully so. Your life is changing drastically. There's Scorpio energy here, the Tower. But there's a lot of air energy as well. There's a lot of going inward, thinking about things. What do I do next? What is the next step that's, feasible for me? All these strategic things. You're stuck on strategic measures of your life because you're kind of in a make it or break it. And the Princess's Oracle says to let go, surrender, lighten your load, then you can sail freely through the open door to your inner peace. So this Princess of Swords right now, you might be stuck in your head, going through a whole upheaval of BS, let's say. You're so caught up in your head right now. You're so caught in the details, frazzled with details, the devil's in the deals. You're thinking of too many things at once. It's kind of like trying to juggle too many things at once. And you might have a reason why you're doing that. You know, it's not because you want to, it's because you feel like you have to think through all these details to get through whatever you need to. Sometimes when you're stuck on a problem and you can't figure out the solution, instead of kind of working harder into the problem, trying to grind your way through each detail, trying to figure it out, kind of forcing the answer, it doesn't go anywhere, right? It's like trying to finish a piece of art in a hastily way, and you just kind of ruin it that way because you're not in the moment, you're not in the zone of creativity or expression. You're more in the zone of, I need it finished. So it's saying here, whatever you're going through, you have to let go and just surrender to it. You're in a messed up situation. You're kind of just in this life situation of lots of changes, lots of upheaval, lots of destruction of ideals, of things that you thought were going to happen. Just things are falling through the cracks. Your foundation is falling, you know, it's the tower. Everything kind of falls to the ground. And you start over again from the ashes. You rise up again when you hit the ground. It's all about, you know, the regeneration, really, of your next level of life. What's next for you? What is the next tower that you build? And you're going through it right now. And you're caught in your head on what to do. You're caught in your head, and you're also guarded. This princess here is, you know, she's kind of covering her heart with her sword in her hand in a way. She's crossed, right? And when you cross your torso, you know, it generally says that you're likely to be guarded or cut off or something, right? Apprehensive. So she's kind of like looking side-eyed around. She's caught in her head, but she's not really looking to be outwardly open to what's going on around her or to meeting love. And this emperor is a little different. He's watching her intently. He's kind of like picturing his life with her in his world. He's figuring out his plans and how to come towards her and kind of like state his case in a stately way. He doesn't want to be embarrassed. He wants it to work, and he even though he might not be sure, he's gonna just expect it to work. It's a winner's attitude. It's a can-do thing. It's kind of like, I don't know how she's gonna take this, but it's gonna work. And he believes that you're gonna be the perfect symbiotic relationship for him. There's a strong partnership vibe here, and that's why I think he's gonna offer you some sort of partnership, whether it's, I don't know, business-wise or personal partner. He's looking at you, and he thinks you fit in. So I'll leave it there. There's just like a general feeling of someone swarming around you that is stately, that's a little bit ahead of you in your terms of life, wants to partner with you though. And even though you're caught in your head and you're frazzled and you're thinking of all these details in your own personal life, someone is looking at you and planning his life with you. So maybe surrender a little bit. Doesn't mean that you're ignoring what's going on in your life or pretending like it doesn't exist, you know, like, or whatever it is, but just breathe, take a deep breath, realize that wherever you are right now, this too shall pass. The good comes with the bad, and the bad comes with the good. So if you're going through a bad time, it will pass, and eventually good things will happen again. If you're going through a good time, it's fleeting, and sometimes bad things happen again. So it's just the general cycle of life. Just surrender to the upheaval that you're in, and know that you're taken care of, and know that there are people looking at you and seeing the greatness in you. And learn to let go, and that's where you're going to find this inner peace while you're going through so much strife. You can kind of feel freer when you just let go. It doesn't matter how much anxiety you hold in, because you're just putting weight on your shoulders that way. It doesn't make life easier the more anxious you are. You know, your anxiety is basically telling you that you feel uneasy. It's there for a reason, to kind of let you know, like, all right, something isn't right here, right? But if you let it go haywire and you just let it take over you, or you think that it's okay, or, you know, like thinking hard through the details that just is not working, it's going to stress you out more. So if you don't know the answer today, just take a deep breath, let it go. Know that you're going to find the answer eventually. Ask for the answer, be open to the answers, you know, explore different answers on where you should be, what you should be doing, where you should be going, but surrender to the present moment of where you are, and know that you are free. Even if you feel trained down, you're still free. You can breathe in and just let out the hugest sigh of relief, knowing that your future is an abundance of opportunity, and you'll be able to sail a little bit freely towards it with a little bit less stress and a little bit more of an open heart, because there's people around you that are admiring you.